好的，各位好，这里是松鼠啊。我们今天来开一个新坑啊，录一个新游戏。这个游戏的名字叫做 Return to Monkey Island， 就是重返猴岛，它的翻译的话。然后这个游戏我了解到，它好像是十几年前的一款游戏，叫做《猴岛小英雄》的续作。时隔了10多年，出了一款新的游戏。总体的风格啊，游戏内容啊，我自己进去试了一下，感觉还不错啊，挺不错的，所以我们决定来录一下。然后这边要和大家说的就是当然这也并不是广告啊，就是我的这款游戏，我下面会放上还是会放上它的简介和 Steam 的链接，但是我的游戏是在那个西瓜皮啊，就是 XGP 里面的。然后我其实挺早就买了那个 XGP 了，然后里面有不少游戏我也在玩，但是有的不太适合录，然后有的还在计划中吧，就只能说，所以就一直也没跟大家讲。就是这个游戏到时候如果大家有兴趣的话，可以去买 XGP 玩，或者是就去买游戏啊。就当然我的是因为是在 XGP 里面的，所以我就直接玩了。然后这边有一个这个简填簿，我们就正式开始吧。这边有个简填簿，它是介绍那个前情提要啊，就是说之前发生了什么事情，我们就大家看一下。
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
有一个
Ever
打
since
开
I
经
was a
历。
kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. That's me,
这就是一
Guybrush
个
Threepwood.
介绍啊，我们想
In
看
the。old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
它这是有那个全程配音的，所以我们就
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate.
该看的时候就
The
看。
pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck. because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Love did win out in the end. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
哦，他大概就说完了，就是大概我们看了一下这故事，就是主角啊，冒险者有一个心爱的女孩是吧？然后也算是叫一莲吧，也算是海盗或者是冒险者吧。然后还有一个反派叫老查克，然后爱恨情仇啊，之前的一些故事。好，这都快10分钟了，我们正式进入游戏吧。进游戏。这个休闲和困难，我们就直接休闲吧。然后大家刚才可以看到啊，就是这边是我的鼠标哦，然后它是支持那个手柄模式的。我录视频的话，用手柄玩会稍微舒服一点，我们就直接用手柄吧。但是这个就代表就是点击上的内容就直接都看得到了。序章，一个意想不到的故事开始了。
Chuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
好，两个小朋友在这玩角色扮演。
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
假装是父母，跟这人家。
Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
两个小屁孩啊。
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes. It's so lifelike.
嘿嘿，尴
I
尬。
wonder if it's real.
鹦鹉。
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
哦，刚才说的是
Come on,
不要
I
再
saw
跟
a
着他们
scurvy
了，
dog.
有点诡异啊。哎，我稍微调一下我的位置，感觉
Shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way, you have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
好，我们可以行动了。然后这边可以和他聊天。
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy
我
dogs.
们要去买点
I
坏血
can't
狗肉
believe you never had
坏血
one.
病狗肉。天，这里是新手教程啊。 然后这儿我们就可以那个就是切换点击的内容了，我们就顺着看吧。
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
哎，可以把东西拿走。
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
然
I
后我
once
们
got
拿
a
到了一些
scurvy
东
dog
西，
that was bigger than my.
这个是任务清单，然后这边是
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
啊，这边可以打开外面厕所。钩
That's
子
where the outhouse key was. Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
狗肉多少钱呢？
Scurvy dogs.
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
8
That's
块8两。
money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
我们要2
Can we
块
get a。couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
求你了，算了，求求他们。
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
哦，
I guess never
算
mind.
了，你现在
Hey,
去
I
弄点
know.
钱是吧
Let's look for？
啊，
change in the
去厕所
outhouse
弄
across
钱
the
吗？
way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
啊，我们还有什么可以看？你说多少钱来着
Tell？me again how much the scurvy dogs are?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
啊，我感觉再问也没有用的，要点东西
You。kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money.
2串狗肉酒，来点薯
Can we
条
get
吗？
some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
行的，看一下他眼镜呢。
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
再次笑他的眼镜。
Those glasses are
我
thicker
感觉
than
这个
the
一直
layer
笑
of
可能会有
grease
什么
on the
内容。
floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
再笑呢？
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. Those glasses are thicker than the
好像
layer
没有
of
反应
grease
了
on the floor.
你把我们下一个这个狗肉刚才问过了，他有个好主意
What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find
去
enough
厕
to
所
get
找肉。
scurvy dogs.
这个
What
刚
should
才
we
说
do
过了。
next?
哎呦，
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe
我们
we
下一个
can
点。
find enough to get scurvy dogs.
就是鸡脚薯条，刚才问过了。酒
Did
呢？
you
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
行吧。刚才说要来这个厕所这边，
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good. You unlocked it.
我的天，这厕所啊，要点钱是吧？
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug.
假币。
It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
我的天，
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
标
Please
牌是
wash
什么？
hands
离开前
before
请
leaving
洗手。
outhouse.
这能洗吗？哦，这
I don't
这
see
可以
any
找。
coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
有没有什么想说的？
In
马桶里
France, they call it.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh.
上来就是屎尿屁环节啊！
Gross. Gross.
行吧，好像没有，我们就捡到一个假币，不知道够不够啊？哦，
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a skirt.
有钱了。
Those glasses?
啊，怎么又笑人家眼睛了？
Now what?
啊，能来一点狗肉
Can
吗
we？get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8.
选中了给他。
What can we get with this?
哎呦，厕所里的，
Tastes like a piece of 8.
藏起来。
Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
他们活得挺糙啊。
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
他，到处看一下。这
Sounds
鸟，
real.
我感觉好像那个，我这桶里怎么，门能不能进去？四处看看。
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
哦，敲门，太缺德了。
I guess they don't like visitors. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
我想了一下，这个我
I can
们
stand on my head without using my hands.
怎么说？就我们这个用手柄玩，我可能更舒服一点啊。但是大家可能不太能感觉到这个，就是我到底操作了什么东西。我们还是用鼠标吧。
Let's not go back there.
啊，
Smells
就是
like
家里面，这桶怎么还是这样？行，然后标牌上写着什么
exhibit removed.
燃饼移除，
Aw.
把它
Hey,
绑起来。
Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
损友环节是吧？啊，他不要。行吧，我们刚才说让我们跟着去，我们再跟着往下走吧。
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
写了那么多。
There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
好，看一下清单啊，现在要我们干嘛？四处乱逛，检查毛，然后哇，那么多事情，然后寻找真正的父母。行吧，我们一个一个弄吧。喂鸭子，给加些酱汁、豆腱，然后找遍一个四叶草，然后许个愿。按 T 可以打开。
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
人可以比赛
I'll
看一下
officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
啊，他也太慢，哎，哦，还是赢了。是不是搞定一项？啊，赛跑中打败，然后我们找一下鸭子，这毛看一
It's a
下。
cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them
睡着了，
bigger and bigger because
按
they
点
would
可以
do
跳
more
过对话。
damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck.
他不会
You
过
can
不
still
完了吧？
find
这
the
个
old
话。
kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the
我
anchor
们
goes
看看
down
他
too
要说到什么
evenly,
时候。
and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a
用
way
木
to
头
get
来代
around
替
that
铁。
by making them out of wood instead. All kinds Millions of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
哦，还是能等得完的。哦，行星走了，还错过对话，这谁还想再看一遍？然后接下来还要干嘛？看一下。喂鸭子，我们找一下鸭子在哪。这里还有什么可以操作？
I wonder where this path goes. I want to see
哦，
two
这边有
scurvy dogs at the same. Hey, hands off!
喂鸭子，
I want to feed the duck.
他不让我们拿，和他们聊一聊呢。
Yes.
我们能不能，你们能再假装是我
Will
们
you
父母
pretend to
吗？
be our parents again?
What do you mean again?
Run along and find your real parents.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Excuse me.
Yes.
我们能不能拿
Can
点
we
面
have
包
some
来
of
喂
your
鸭
bread
子？
to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
那得想办法把他们，怎么说，把他们骗开是吧？这是什么东西？
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's
番茄
supposed to
酱
be
啊！
really good with scurvy dogs.
我会拿地下的来蘸吧，记一下啊。
You're not going to touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
哦，但是我们可以捡起来。哎呦，我
You
的
should
天！
put that on your scurvy dog.
哦，这是一个组合是吧？行。这桶还能不能看？
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
他不和我们打，为什么呢？哦，和他了。
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me. I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
不用斗了吧？我们还有什么事要做？还有喂鸭子、捡四叶草和许愿井。我们看一下，这是四叶
Do
草。
not pick the four-leaf clovers. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
好，这就找到了啊！我还以为有个什么小游戏环节。
There was still one left. Darn.
哦，按 table 可以那个就是互动，那个就是可以看到有互动的地方。对，硬币捡了。愿
I
景
should throw my coin in and make a wish. I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
哦，把硬币丢进去，可以保存游戏哦。完成愿望之前，或许你可以保存游戏。哦，就是教我们存档是吧？你帮我们存个档吧。哦，我们可以倒着说话，再希望它长出胡子。我们顺着选吧。
I
我
wish
希望
Jackie
它
had a mustache.
长出胡子。
Ah!
哦，
Whoa!
哦，有点酷。那这个啊，然后这是教我们存档是吧？就我们再读一下呢。我们可以都试一下，希
I
望它
wish
消
D
失。
would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
哦
Ouch!
嘿嘿。
Hey.
它挺逗的、啊、这个。然后我们再看一下吧，它这几个选项好像都挺有意思的。还有什么？有
I
很酷的
wish
植
for a
物。
cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
哇，食人花。
I take it back. That was the best.
看一下还有什么。还要再有一串狗肉。
Those things are bad for you.
我的天，那么大一串！
Told you so.
我们好像还有最后一个愿望，是吧？希望可以倒着说话。
I wish we could speak backwards. Or what is...
Yes, you know.
Yes, well, yes, yes,
That was
开
fun.
始呛到了，他每次都要呛到。
It wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
行吧，这边就搞定了。我们最后就差一个喂鸭子了。刚才是不给互动，我们再看一下，
I want to feed the duck.
看标牌，
Don't feed the duck.
不准喂鸭子。我今天偏喂。狗肉要不要？给鸭子喂一片四叶草。狗肉能不能喂？狗肉不能喂。喂鸭子。
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
行吧。那我们的这个就都完成了，然后好像也没有什么可调查的了。接下来就往下走吧，打开大门。润了。
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
哦，这是我们亲爹是吧？
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island.
就是我
Where you
们之
went
前
to
看
Monkey
过的
Island
那个
and。fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
他自己说话就挺
Maybe I
长
gotta
的。
go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before
我又要
he did,
让我们跳
so I
吧。
went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
加勒比海深处。哦，是直接让我们混乱岛啊？这是直接让我们操作吗？哦，应该是序章过了是吧？猴岛小英雄。不知道大家感觉怎么样啊？就是总体来说像是在看一部这种动画的感觉啊。然后我还是尽量就是每个能互动的，然后都点一点，然后需要看的都看一下吧。我们尽量把游戏的内容体验完整。我感觉还不错啊，就是它的动画表现上啊，然后故事现在刚开始啊，还不知道又怎么样。就是这个手柄本来我觉得玩着挺舒服的，但是手柄它就是那个。怎么说，把能互动的地方全部给你显示了，这点不是太好。这种点击游戏还是怎么说，就是有的时候找也挺痛苦的，但是自己乱点点出东西来，其实也挺好玩的。但它当然还是有提示啊。开始了，好，第一章
feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while,
瞭望
Threepwood.
员，
What have you been up
就
to?
他这个眼睛度数还能当瞭望员吗？
Swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no. I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
老查克绑架了我的妻子，他是一个邪恶的幽灵海盗，海上恐怖的存在。他是一生的宿敌，剽窃了我所有的好主意。我要踏上自己的旅程。我们选第一个。
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that
对，
happened.
那故事里面讲到，其实是
And didn't she
一
more
连
or
算
less
到了一切。
rescue herself?
That's not the point.
哦，他还是一个邪恶
He's
的
an
幽
evil
灵海盗。
zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain.
哦，
And a
疯
loud
狂
talker.
在人家背后
I'm
说人家坏话。
Not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
啊，他是一
We've
生
been
的宿
enemies
敌
for。my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
啊，他还剽窃了我的
That
主
guy
意。
steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
然后我要踏上自
Mounting
己
my
的旅
own
程。
voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks.
我们
Long
去
table
渣
in
渣
the
酒
back.
吧了。
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
行，还可以再聊一
Shouldn't you
句
be。on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there.
然后可以盯着萤
I
火
could，stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I could stare at this forever.
很难
That
受。
wouldn't be much fun for you.
看一下岛内码头，其他好像没有什么能点的了。迷你
I
瞭望
detect a
员
certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
有猫头鹰啊。然后岛内和码头，我们先去岛内吧。
My business right now
Oh,
is
boy,
down
要去码
those
头是吧？
stairs with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're gonna give me.
这边好像没有什么能互动的。这里有一
Re-elect
个
Governor Carla.
海报是吧？选举的海报。逛一逛码头
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what
啊，
LeChuck is
这
up
个是
to.
老查克是吧？
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
哦，这边是酒吧，渣渣酒吧。他翻译还挺好的，他把这些
Some
全部都
things
做了。
never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes.
对，我们先去酒吧吧。海盗聊一
I'm
聊。
here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
其他有可看的海盗交谈，装饰。我们先看一下其他地方。
Looks like a circus
马
act.
戏团表
Maybe.
演。然后这边是海盗头目啊，这边是海盗。
It's a
一
book
本
for
问答
storing
集。
collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
我们把东西拿掉，看一下。渣渣酒吧后面是什么？我怎么知道？一个酒窖。哦，不对吗？哦，没了。哦，下次好好看吧。先
I'm
和
here
海
to
盗
talk
们
to
聊
the
一聊
pirate。leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
这个呢？
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
哎，是 back，是吧？这边是海盗头领啊。
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
哦，没听说过有
I
变
hadn't
动
heard
啊
there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
没有。以
Where
前
are
这
the
3个
three
家
older
伙呢
guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
哦，
Is it you I should talk to
要
about
和他们
financing
聊
the
呢，对
expedition?
吧？
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
哦，
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission 没有
to
名字
slaughter
啊
the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him? Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
这不是一个都市，它是一个都市。我要去猴岛。
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
哦，还有货币价值、文化价值，千古之女。我们告诉他有
It's a
货币
prize
价
of
值。
incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
哎，他们是不愿意
I'm
帮我们
sensing
了
some reluctance, but hear me out.
啊！要一些资金，然后要一个船员。我们要一个
I
船
can
员
make it
啊！
worth your while to help me hire a crew. The percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
指点
You
一
at
下
least
哪里有
point
船
me
可以
towards
用
an
呢？
available ship?
You don't even have a ship? You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
老茶客
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going? Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
又把人家逗笑了，你把大伙都逗笑了。连刻字都是刻的哈，
I don't need you or your money.
生气了
I，can do this on my own.
还
I
在
can't
跑。
buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
一路说重话，然后一路
I
出
like
去
the。old pirate leaders better.
我们看一下我们现在任务是什么？找到一艘船，行吧。然后大价钱已经没了，我们刚才错过了一个选项题，我们看一下还能不能进去啊？哦，可以，往后看一眼，看看后面是啥。
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
啊，老样子。
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
哦，很好，缺胳膊少腿，公共事业，结婚纪念日，哦，在和坏血病做斗争。
Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
哦，酒吧氛围不同了，然后听到卫生检查员的声音了。
Those new
这
pirate
海盗
leaders
真
seem
是一
like
种
real
混蛋。
jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly,
I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey!
哦，我要去寻找猴岛的秘
the
密。
secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only
把
ship
老查
out
克的
there
船
is
偷了是吧？
LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
哦，检查卫生员的声
I
音
can
了
hear。the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
好，
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
我们再看一下还有什么东西。
Well,
金赏
it's
拖把，
definitely a mop.
然后这边
Active
有
little
蛆，
guys, aren't they?
然后还可以配一
Pests
下
or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
变质
Food
的
is more
食品。
exciting when you can smell the risk.
哦，还有问答卡片。我们这次不要乱选了，看一下，他最喜欢的流氓书中的流氓海盗叫什么名字？我咋知道？下次再看。然后闻一下他的汤，
I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
看一下能不能帮他打扫。啊
Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
哦，帮不
Honestly,
了。
I think I prefer to keep it that way.
行吧，走吧。哦，这边是木
The
质海
plaque
鸥，
says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
然后还
I
有个
think
绳
someone
子，
tried to secure a boat with this.
我们把绳子拿掉了，对吧？其实刚才那个选项应该选木质海鸥啊。哎，等一下，这边好像有个这个亲戚，
Looks like a mugshot.
把画
Stay
像
away
拿
from
走
that picture.
不给他。那这边就没啥了。然后我看一下后街能不能让我们去啊？低街啊，可以过去。将营业，
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell
你要讲肉麻的
mushy
部
part
分了吗？
now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
哦，我希望你出现在
I
这
was
个故事
hoping
里
you'd。turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
项目怎
How's
么
your
样呢？
scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
你不会碰巧有个
You
船吧？
wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that.
哦，可以能见
Sounds
到
like we
船
both
长。
met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
哦，你可能得走了。和你说会儿话，我感觉好多了。你可能得
You've
走。
probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
哦，哦，你是要再见
No,。you say bye first.
No, you
哦
say，
开
bye
始
first.
开始肉麻了。
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
明白
Bye
选不了。
Bye.
好，走了。这里有
The problem with this statue
雕像。
is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carlo the Swordmaster. Frankly, we were afraid not to. It doesn't look finished.
能不能帮他画完？有没有什么可以帮的？好像，哎，可以解开绳子，我们
It's
试一下
hopeless.
啊。看一
I've
下
got a
钱
few
包，
coins for
个
incidentals.
几块钱。哎，我们刚才是不是看到最喜欢的书中的流氓海盗的名字？不知道啊，大家再看。这边还有一个
It's
宣传
Elaine's
单。
flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
全场5
They're
折，
having a
好
half off
耶！
sale.
哦，这里有 不少涂鸦啊。
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, what kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
然后华丽
Looks like
制
Wally's
图
got a
店
new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so.
进去看一眼。
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
好像没什么东西了。
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
哦，我们上次见过之后已经很多年
Fate
了。
ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
来一下。
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
把船丢进去了，船也沉了。
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
还有啥？哦，给
When
了我们
you
个
are
笔记本。
unsure of the way forward, open this book
哦，
for
类似于任务
guidance
指
on
引一样的
what
东西。
is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints.
提示之书。
Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
哦，让我们去码头。
Most assuredly.
哦，
At
不让我们
Chamber
进
of
了。
Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
明白。然后高阶看一眼。哇，这里怎么感觉所有人都那个了？就是小巷、杂货店。
The note says, forced to close. Thanks. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
这老妇人怎么在这上？
Aye.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
然后还有什么可以看？这边小巷可以看。
Aww. This is where I risked my neck for
哦，
Elaine.
这是我们刚才
She
看到
showed
他
me
们
she
结婚那
only
个地
needed
方，
me
是
to
吧？
risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
哦，这还是有
I think it's a
有好多
chandelier.
涂鸦，他们现在这边
Looks sort of like an eye.
偶像，哦，可以进去。
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya.
再聊聊，饼干免
Are
费
these
吗
for？customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
我就拿几个，拿完了这叫几个？评论一下鹦鹉。
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
我们看饼干能不能喂鹦鹉啊？
It already looks well fed.
哦，它不吃。
At the end
哦
of，the
我们
play,
是不是在这儿
My
可以看那
mother's.
个书？
Please don't touch it.
哦，不能碰。藏宝图呢？
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
哦，
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
帽子锁，这是什么？
I see
双
everyone
关
in
语。
that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
然后这是什
What
么
is？that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure,
哎
of
，VR
course.
Of course.
海报。
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
其他有什么？
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
哦，这是配锁的机器是吧？套嵌盒。哦，我们又捡到一张问答卡片，看一下。哪里？哎，这里。哎，不对啊，这不是他说最喜欢的流氓 这就刚才的那个问题啊。哦，有恐怖岛上废弃营地里有多少海盗的尸体？这怎么知道？我们到时候看到再说吧。钥匙。
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
嵌套盒。
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger
把大
box
盒子锁在
inside the
小盒子
smaller
里。
one.
你和他聊一聊吧。
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
啊，所以给他取了一个 lock。
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
哦，仅凭
Seems
编号
wrong
制
that
造
you
钥
can make a
匙。
key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
如果要号
Aren't
码和
locks
钥匙，
way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
哦，钥匙和
What
编
happens
号
if you
都
lose
丢
your
了呢？
key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
哦，
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
哦，我
Can
能
I
借吗？
borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
哦，再
Tell
说一
me
下。
again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number
Oh.
from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
行吧。老
Who's
太
the
太
old
是谁
lady
呢
in the？ window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
大骨架
How。well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
哇，
I'm
猴
on a
岛的秘
quest
密
to。find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
似乎非常有用。什么意
All
思？
at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
你想加入
How
海
would you
盗
like to
团
join
吗
a？pirate crew?
人
Would
家
I
肯
have
定
to
不
leave
想
my
啊。
shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
好，行吧
I。think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
丢了。然后这边还有个监狱啊，然后还有个小巷，我们先看一下监狱。
A visitor! Wait.
哦，这是不是之前的那个？
Wood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different
我们是不是要
somehow.
把他们救出来？
New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
好，我要
Big
去
news.
猴岛。
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
啊，给了你什么罪名
What
啊
did？they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of
大环境
circumstance.
受害者。
Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
哦，为什么
I
要关
noticed
你
you
起来呢
didn't？say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them
Oh,
from the
总督
governor's
花园
garden instead.
哦，这太
Picking
理
flowers
智
from
了
the。governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
哦，看一下这
I
锁
think there's some writing
太
on it,
小
but
了，我
it's
们
too
需要放
tiny
大
to
镜
read.。
明白，重要信息。
It says jail rules. 1. No
不准逃
escaping.
跑。哎，有一个问答卡片，看一下。游乐园里有什么？我啷个晓得？秋千、船以上都有井，应该是都有吧？哦，我们选对了一个，太好了。然后呢？哦，就这样。行吧，这个应该是类似于成就一样的东西啊。然后再看一下这个锁。
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
这个锁没字了。这边还有什么？可以和他聊一聊。
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
啊，很抱歉，监狱里看到
Sorry
你
to
啊
see。you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm
他
sorry
也很
to
抱
see
歉。
me here as well.
我
I
想买
was
艘船
really
呢。
hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely
他
out of
们一个人在
inventory.
这儿
Every ship on the lot
拼命
was
地动，
seized
另一个
by
人说话就要动
unscrupulous
手。
lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
哪里可以买个
Could I
船呢
get a？ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on
他没
back
货。
order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
，Could you
有
refer
没有
me
竞
to a
争对手
competitor?
呢？
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor?
你又没货，
Where's
又
your
不让我们
loyalty,
去对家
son?。
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought.
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any
那
tips on
哪
how to
能偷
steal a
船
ship
呢？
from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew,
估
wait
计要
for the
是
right
去
moment,
找那个
and
老查克的
strike.
麻烦了
If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
好，拜
Okay.
拜。
Well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
我看你确定
Are
不
you
能弄到
sure
船
there's
吗
no？way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island.
你做了什么
What
被
did you
捕
do
的？
that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure
看
I
来
did
他们
it
都是
because
好
I
人了，
care
就
about people.
你到底做了
What
什么？
exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the
这还
things
是
they
干了
want.
坏事儿。
Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted.
说白
They
了，可能
don't
就是
hang people for marketing.
这种什么诈骗啊之类卖的。
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law
道德沦丧。
practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less, it's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
看
Would
能
it
不
help
能
if
越
I
狱
broke
呢
you？out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
帮他拿一下这个。
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
确定不要越狱
Sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son. But thanks.
行
See you later.
Yep.
我看一下这个。哦，这里没有那个，就是反正到时候记着帮他拿个牙膏，拿个牙刷就行。
How's your day going?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
其他好像没有什么了。行，那这块街感觉探的也差不多了，这边能去哪儿？哦，后门进入岛的内部，总督官邸。先不要去那么远嘛。这边还有个后街啊，我们去看一下小巷。 这里有啥？啊，有一张问答卡片。猴岛小英雄的研发时间，我怎么知道啊？我们这个先不猜吧。标牌。
Employees only.
闲人免进，
It
开
seems to
门。
be stuck closed.
卡住了。就没啥了。这后街好像是到后面才能来是吧？这是谁的房子啊？ 杂货店的房子。
The note says, "Forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better."
然后，那锁匠这边呢？他
Hi there.
Hi there. Hello again.
制作钥匙的方法四处
I
看
think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
好像没，他这边我们现在暂时也没有看到这个放大镜啊，是不是在他眼睛上？ 我们需要去。
Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's
再过一
exciting.
下。
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
行，
I think I'll browse around
现在就
Try not to
还得
touch
去
anything.
弄一个放大镜，这边就要救个人了。那我们今天就差不多先到这儿了吧？这个他的先存个档。 他的对话这些东西确实很多啊，我本来想差不多录45分钟就行了，就刚好过了序章那儿再录一点，结果刚才忙着看这些对话，一会儿就到这个时间了。总的感觉其实我感觉还不错啊，就是它不是属于那种就是一下子内容特别多，或者是就一下子特别抓人的那种游戏，但是就只能说是像在看一部动画或者然后。 自己跟着来一下，不知道大家觉得怎么样？那这个游戏我们就正经开坑了，正经开坑。我们后面反正这段时间我就抽时间就我们慢慢玩嘛，然后尽量把游戏内容都展示到。好的，那我们这期视频就先到这儿了。这里是松鼠如果喜欢这个视频的话，可以点一个顶或者点个赞，也欢迎大家关注我的频道。那么下期视频再见，各位拜拜拜拜。